welcome back to another episode of Two of a Kind. It's been a minute.
Your European girlies are back from Europe and like the summer just started.
That's the best thing. They don't tell you about that when you're booking a vacation. There should be a warning, book your vacation at the beginning of summer so you can have the rest of your summer.
You have 2 summers and 1 summer.
Yeah, because if it's at the end of the summer, you spend your whole summer waiting for that point.
Yeah, like you literally want summer to be on fast forward to get to August 20th.
Yeah, and like that's just not the vibe.
No, this is so the vibe. But when you go to Europe, I feel like specifically, you want to avoid the July heat, the people. So going a little bit before, it does all the tricks.
It does, but then you get like when we were there, it rained a couple times. Not all day, but July, you don't get that weather. You get scorching heat, dripping sweat, which I kind of think I like more than potential rain.
Would you have went the 3 weeks of scorching heat sweat or normal 25-degree weather, but you get 3 rain days?
Well, last year I went scorching hot heat sweat.
Would you rather that?
Me personally, yes.
Okay.
That's just a fun fact about me.
Yeah, I think I didn't have so many rain days. I had 2 rain days.
No, you were lucky.
Yeah. And I had hot summer days where it's like when you go on tour, not when you go on tour, but when you tour a country, like when you're in the band,
we're touring countries now. Yeah.
When you're like wanting to tour a place and walking 25,000 steps a day, like I don't need 30-degree weather. Like I need a 25 max.
Oh, I would love the 25 max, but I don't want it with the possibility of it also raining for 3 of my days.
Right. I would take the risk.
Speaking of steps, did you make it a point to get 20,000 steps in a day?
At the beginning, no. It just happened naturally because of how, like, we went to Rome first and the city is so big. We were not central, so we were always walking a lot. I never even thought about the fact that my next city, I have to walk. Like, we were just on walking places.
Right. It's just natural to get your steps in.
Naturally. When we went more towards, like, the water, like Capri and whatever, we were hitting, like, 10 to 15.
But I think on vacation, if you're hitting above 10, you just feel accomplished in itself.
For sure. Like I need to walk off all the food.
Yeah, that's what it is. And if I don't walk, I kind of feel like, did I see the city? Because that's how you really get to see a city is when you're walking it.
For sure. If you want to see a monument and all of it, like Trevi Fountain, let's just say, it's just a fountain. Once you get there, you're there for maybe 10 minutes. If I taxied to the Trevi Fountain, I didn't see any. I just literally got on the taxi, went to the Trevi Fountain for 10 minutes, saw it. Where when you walk there, you're like stopping along the way.
Right. It's about the journey, not the destination.
Exactly. And then sometimes you see things where you're like, I didn't even know this existed, but this is so cool.
Yeah, I love that. When I'm walking somewhere and then there's just something that catches my eye and we veer off for a second.
It's like those random churches that just have their door open. You're like, what is that? You walk in, you're like, wow, it's so pretty.
One thing about going to Europe is you have to go see every church that comes your way.
I agree. But then at one point I was like, I know what this is going to look like.
For sure, but I still want to see it.
Did you end up going to the Basilica in Venice?
No, I just saw the outside of it.
Me too. Like I wanted to see the inside, but don't put wardrobe restrictions on me. Like I will not come with a short sleeve and capris to cover my knees.
Right, and it's hot, so I'm not doing that.
Yeah, like if you're not going to provide me with a little like scarf I can wrap around, then it's going to be a no from me.
Facts. Honestly, that's what the synagogues did. They gave you the little shawl.
Yeah.
Respect the synagogues.
No, respect. Unless I knew, like, was this the Vatican, it's like a known thing you have to cover.
This might be a known thing. We just didn't do it. But it's weird. You can go to the Basilica. And where did I go see it? In Milan, I didn't need a cover. But now to go see this basilica, I needed a cover.
No, like there's too many guidelines, too many rules. Like
yeah, like how do you decide which church you're going to need to cover up for and which one you're not? Like who's making these rules?
No, exactly. Can't keep track.
One thing I did learn, I'm fast forwarding my trip to Tuscany where I ended. We're at a winery and I finally found out, you know how like every insect has a purpose?
Yes.
I know of a ladybug, never questioned its purpose. It's just pretty. Like you see it, you love it, you leave it. during our tour, the winery guy was like, ladybugs are really important to us because they eat all the insects that poison the grapes and the roots.
Wow.
Yeah, so he was saying how important ladybugs are to him. And when he said that, I was like, I've never questioned a ladybug in my life.
No, but it's like so true. Like, what is the point of a ladybug?
Well, now we know.
That's actually very interesting. And the yellow and orange ladybugs, are they ladybugs?
No, they're imposters.
Okay. They're trying to be a ladybug. They're sus and they're
Yeah.
trying to be
I don't know what
ladybug.
they are though, but I don't think they're the ladybug.
Okay. So maybe the red ones need to, take charge and kill off the orange ones.
Yeah, and then I was like, then I was spiraling. I was like, what's the ant's purpose? Didn't figure it out, but apparently an ant is an omnivore. It eats anything, which I didn't know. Like this little ant eats anything.
Like ants creep me out because I'm like, where's your face? Where's like, what's the beginning? What's the end? Like, I don't know.
I know. I just know they'll eat anything because it's true. Like I've seen them. Like I sent a video to Michelle. Actually, I was at a golf course and I see this ant literally with the biggest, not even a crumb. It's literally a piece of a bagel on its back, walking with it.
Probably bigger than the ant itself.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing with this? And he was running. Well, actually, I've never seen an ant walk. I feel like they're always moved. They're always on a mission.
Because first of all, like any second, they'll be stepped on. Like if you could be stepped on in any second, I'm ziplining anywhere I need to go if I don't have shelter.
No, it's true. Like they don't have the luxury of walking.
No, you're going to shelter from shelter to shelter. Like you can't catch me dead walking.
No, and if they're on a solo mission, like what are you doing? Like an ant should be in packs.
Yeah.
And they're always, even when they're in the pack, they're all like zooming in circles, like around nothing.
Yeah. No, it's an insane insect.
Insane, but
Good for you for learning something on your tour though, because I'm so not a tour person. Like I don't care for it. So the second I learned something cool, I'm like, oh my God, this was worth it.
yeah, I learned actually a few things. I also learned that to avoid a hangover, well, not to avoid a hangover, but your chances of getting a hangover is less if you drink organic wine because
Okay.
it has a third of the amount of sulfates in it than regular wine.
I believe it.
And like he said it, I believe it.
Yeah.
There's no reason why I shouldn't believe this Italian man. He's like he's a farmer. I have to believe him.
Oh, he's a farmer? I thought he was a wine sommelier or something.
No, he has his own winery. I don't know if they're called a farmer. Like he's growing his grapes. Like what is that?
Oh my God, what a great question. Like, is he a sommelier? Am I saying that properly?
Yeah, I asked him actually if he was a sommelier,
Sommelier.
and he said, and he said, no, because he doesn't do the courses, but he's an expert in his field. Like he's gonna know about his wine.
Okay, that's all you need.
That's all you need. It's not like he can be tested and know where this wine came from, but he's gonna know when he's testing his wine if it's good or not to sell because he knows what his wine should taste like.
Right.
What was I saying I learned? Oh yeah, about the sulfates.
That's actually good because I get really bad headaches, so it's always good to drink stuff with less of it. I always look at the sugar content, but I've drank organic orange wine, and let me tell you, that messes me up completely. Like, I cannot drink orange wine.
I cannot drink orange wine too. I can drink organic wine, but I think I'm gonna force myself to love it.
We had it on Sunday. It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Like, I would not think it's organic.
No, me neither. But
So
sometimes
I'll start looking into it, and I want to see the sugar content in that,
oh, it's true.
just to know.
Just to know.
Because I was avoiding sugar, but maybe what I should be looking at is sulfate.
And sugar, like the more sugar it is, the better the wine could be.
For sure. But that's like anything you eat.
Yeah, that goes across like all the boards.
No, like sugar does no harm. It does harm, but like to the taste, nothing.
Yeah, I think that's honestly like I did my whole trip, and I think those are the two tidbits that I learned.
I'm trying to think if I learned anything. Probably not.
It was more of a culinary experience this trip.
Oh my God, this trip was definitely a culinary experience. Like the amount I ate, like shocking, but also not shocking.
Not shocking, but honestly, it's not even the trip because they say in Italy or going to Europe, you don't gain weight because you're walking and like they eat the better ingredients, which I think is true. I think you feel better.
Yeah.
I think you're walking, and I believe all that. But the thing they don't tell you about is when you come back, you need your own type of junk food, and that's where you'll ruin any progress you've ever made in your life is the 2 days you come back from a trip
For sure.
and you're in ravish mode, I don't give a fuck mode, I'll eat anything mode.
You're like, I want a chip, I want a chocolate, I want like Chinese food, Indian, like I want all the other foods that I haven't been eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did more damage in the like the 4 days that I was back.
And that's just the facts of it.
And I enjoyed every second of it.
And I want to know if other people do that too. Because I know we do it. Like, we come back, I don't care how hungry I am. The second I set foot in my door after a vacation, it's what am I ordering for dinner?
And I'm like looking at my snacks. Like, what can I munch on while dinner is coming?
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. But the trip in general was very much a foodie trip for Steve and I. And we literally ate it all. It was great. There was not one thing that I was like, I'm not going to eat this. Sorry, someone's on my door.
And you're just letting them in?
Yeah. Is that weird? Like, if someone calls me, like, you're
No,
coming in.
No, you're not
You're
coming.
coming home with me.
No, you're not coming in.
Really?
If I don't have warning, like, no. You're going to show up at my door?
I could have spoke to him, like, who is this? But, you know, when you're more than one person living at home, like, God knows what my fiance's doing, what he's ordering, you know what I mean? And I don't feel like asking.
Okay, but he's not here.
Okay, no, but things could just be coming.
What if he ordered lunch and he put it to the house and not his work?
Because that happened last time?
Yeah.
I know. But you wouldn't eat it.
Now if it came?
Yeah.
No. Well, we just had lunch.
I know. But once he ordered like 6 giant pizzas of Papa John's pizza, and oh my God, did it smell good.
Yeah, but then you drove it to his office.
I know. And his colleague, like, literally DM me and was like, thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah, because everyone was probably looking forward to it. And then he had to break the news to everyone that the pizza was delivered to his house.
Will my girlfriend bring it or not? I was going to be hated or like the hero.
But then they also had to wait an extra 20 minutes.
Longer. It took me like 30 minutes to get to the carry.
So was the pizza cold when they had it?
No, probably room temp, but like the smell in the car, and they were all like, grab a slice, like feel free, like eat on the way. I like couldn't. I was like, here's your pizza.
I kind of enjoy my food while I'm driving. That's just not how I want to experience it.
No, I could have literally saved one for myself when I got back, but I just like wasn't down.
Facts. Wait, speaking of pizza,
yeah,
in Europe, I got my pizza redemption because last year I was saying like hot take, but I don't like Italian pizza.
Napolitana pizza.
Yeah, Napolitana style pizza because it was just like soggy, wet. Like you couldn't pick it up. And I know pizza, you're not really supposed to pick up, but I need a little bit of a base.
Yeah, I don't want my ingredients sliding off the pizza.
No, I don't want it watery. Those things matter. And I got the redemption and boy, did it feel good.
I'm so happy because like I was not wanting to have it because I'm like, it's not going to be good. And every experience I had was like chef's kiss. Except like I can now rank my favorite pizzas. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, what's your favorite pizza?
I'm going to put Napolitana up there. Like what's not good?
I thought like the topping wise, not the style.
Oh, topping wise, like because I'm just converted now, but I love a mortadella pistachio burrata situation. But then also like a classic pepperoni goes a long way.
I've learned to love a margarita pizza.
But you know what? Italians don't do pepperoni, so you can never go and be like, I want a pepperoni pizza.
Oh, I did that.
Where did you do that?
In Milan. But maybe it had something else on it. It wasn't called pepperoni. I think it was like salami they called it.
Yeah,
but
that's what I mean.
But it was pepperoni. I was worried I was gonna get like Genoa salami on my pizza.
Okay, but it was
normal. Yeah, that was a crazy time too. And you know what else I love that the Italians do? You tell them I'm sharing this plate with my friend. They separate the plate.
Yeah. We wanted a soup, and I'm like, we can't share a soup. Then we tell them we want to share this tortellini soup. Then we each get a soup. No. I'm like, this is great.
And I kind of feel like it's a hack. Like you're getting more than if you just ordered it yourself.
Probably. But even when we ordered pizza at one point, we just each ordered a pizza and we knew we were going to share. Doesn't the man see Steve and I like, you know, like giving each other two? He's like, wait, takes our plate back, comes back, and it's separated for us. We're like, wow, thank you.
Oh, he saw it.
He saw it and he was like, oh, I should have done that. You should have told me.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, oh, it's pizza. We were just going to slide a piece each.
Right.
No, so nice. Honestly, like the food there is so like fresh and delicious. Like not one bad meal. Do you know what I mean? Like even if it's not your favorite, still 10 on 10.
Right. No, they can't do wrong. But you're also just in a different spirit to be eating that food.
Yeah, you're like so happy.
You're in Italy. You're just having the time of your life.
I didn't think I liked. I'm not a gelato girl. I'm never someone that's like I want to go get gelato. I'm obsessed.
But you can't be a gelato girl in Montreal. Like we don't have gelato.
Yeah,
we have a sorbet and I'm just disgusted.
No, but we do have gelato. Like my fiance's found me events like there's gelato and it's good, but they have the same like undertaste. It's hard to explain. Where like every flavor has the same like aftertaste.
That sounds disgusting.
Like it's hard to explain, but in Italy, I was obsessed with trying every single flavor.
Yeah.
Like I needed to try every combination.
I really stuck to what I like, but I ventured off a little bit. Like I'm never gonna be a fruit girl and order something fruity.
No,
it's gonna be a chocolate pistachio.
We did cheesecake once.
Cheesecake.
Because that sounds intriguing.
But it wasn't my fave.
No, but when you're having gelato for like 3 weeks, you're like, I'm gonna literally just switch it up.
Right. You can explore a little more.
Yeah, like if I'm having it one time, I'm going for like the deepest, darkest chocolate I see.
Oh, we did try a really dark chocolate.
Fondant.
Yeah, that was amazing.
No, it's so crazy. Like that's what I loved. Like just a thick.
Yeah, John told me I looked like a 7-year-old eating my ice cream because I was holding a cone that was then filled with chocolate because I'm just like a fat fuck. And then I had 2 scoops of ice cream. And then on my cone, there was a rim of chocolate. So it was getting really chocolatey in my hands. But then like also like my face and also like my clothing and my shoes.
Yeah, it's just dripping down. But like I feel so happy that I was there when you experienced like your best gelato.
That was my best gelato.
And I was there witnessing.
Yeah. I'm glad everyone saw that.
No, literally. It's like the heightening.
And then I was chasing it, you know?
Yeah, I get that. Next time you travel, you'll know to just like keep going and trying places.
But they don't always do the filled cone because we went to another place and I was like, can you fill my cone with chocolate, please?
Yeah, I know. It's so sad when they don't. But with my fiance and I, we're such big foodies that we literally, as we're going to all these restaurants, we're ranking them on a notes app. Like every meal, every dessert.
I thought you were really harsh with your ratings because
me too.
Because you would say, "Oh, this was the best pizza we've ever had," and then I'd look at your rating and it's an 8.7.
It is because like when we started the trip, we obviously had like we went somewhere. We're like, "This is the best." It was, Riccoli, Riscoli. What was it? Riscolio?
But you didn't have pizza there. It was a pasta.
No, a pasta. So it's like, we have a pasta carbonara. Like, this is so good, but we can't put it a 10.
Right, because you don't know what else is
we
out there.
don't know. So it's like, okay, let's give this an 8. But we never, like, adjust it. And then we go to, like, Osteria, whatever. We have their carbonara. We like it more. So now it becomes, like, an 8.2. But maybe it should have been, like, a 9 and a 9.5. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
We never went back to adjust them all.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to be bumped a few more points.
For sure.
Maybe now if you go back. I mean, I don't know why you're keeping that. I guess for future people who go.
It's going on my itinerary if anybody wants to know, like, what we thought was good, was bad.
Yeah.
Because it's on my itinerary. Like, we went there for lunch, but did I like it? Go down to see what I rated it.
Keep reading and find out.
I should sell my itinerary at this point.
You really should. And I think people would buy it. Because I don't think people like to plan a trip.
Nobody likes it. You know, I was talking to my friend Ashley, who like went on a trip, but she did not reserve restaurants. And she's like, I realized like I should have, because then we're in the middle of a city I don't know, and I'm like, I don't know, like, where do we go? What do we eat? Is that a good restaurant?
That could never be me. Just the raw dog a trip like that with no sense of where I want to eat.
No, like, you best believe I'm finding the restaurant I'm gonna eat at.
The thing is, you don't want to come back and someone say, oh my god, you didn't try this, you didn't go to that restaurant, as if it's something you should have had, and then you feel like you're left out.
Yeah,
you missed an opportunity.
No, for sure. You're like, oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, like, I'm a fucking loser.
Yeah, like I should have.
If I researched just a little bit.
No, you have to know these things. You have to know what place you're going to, what the food inspirations are, what monuments you have to see. Like, planning a big trip, it takes time and effort, and you have to do it.
You should also put in the itinerary, the trains you took, like the transportation between, and maybe your hotels too.
My hotels and trains are in there.
Okay, yeah, let's make a business.
No, literally. Like between
how much
the
do
two
you
of
think?
us,
how much do you think people would pay
for my itinerary? $5.
Oh wow, I was thinking you've $20.
Are you paying $20 for someone else's itinerary?
No, because I'm gonna make the best itinerary, so I'm not your target audience for that question.
Same, but also it's like they don't know what. Maybe as I get like a reputation, I'll up the price. But right now, it's like I'm trying to get the clientele. Like they need to trust me
No, but you have to market yourself.
as if I'm the traveler.
Yeah, and
$5 for like. Well, okay, how much time did this take me?
$5 is not enough.
Okay,
You're literally
20 is a
telling them.
lot though.
15.
Yeah, I would say 15
Like it's hours spent.
for sure.
That's not that crazy. They would have
It's
had to
research.
research days. Stressful.
I color coordinated on the side tab. I headered it, so you don't even have to like take the mouse and scroll down. You straight to the header. It's like a table of content. You click it, it brings you right to the page.
Yeah, now I'm thinking 15 is too little.
The amount of time and effort, like it's crazy.
Yeah, like you got to market yourself and you have to put that value. You want to value yourself high because then if you're always $5 and then you're 15, everyone's like, what the hell?
Where do I put this?
Yeah, we need to find a website because if it's easy for you to upload it, like we should do it.
But if any of our subscribers want a bomb ass European itinerary,
And you,
comment below.
you get it for free if you're subscribed.
Yes. Literally. And then you have to stay subscribed for the next year. I'll check. So that was that. I'm trying to think of anything else. It was really fun because we got to spend some time together.
Yeah, we traveled 2 places, Cinque Terre and Venice.
Yeah.
Lake Como too, but we were there for our friend's wedding. Spectacular.
Yeah, it was a beautiful wedding. It was like a 3-day affair in Lake Como. Do you feel like you're done with Lake Como now?
Yeah, I feel like I've really conquered Lake Como.
I feel like I conquered Lake Como, but didn't even see Lake Como.
Lake Como was somewhere I didn't think I ever had to go back in my life. I'm glad I did, but now I can like hang that up.
Yeah, I can hang it up. And did I see it? Like, I didn't even see Bellagio. Like, I know we went in on the one day, but I don't know.
Yeah, we walked a little bit through it.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, you don't need to. It's kind of like Cinque Terre where you've seen one town, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
I can say that with Lake Como. Don't come after me, but pretty much that.
Yeah.
You're good to go. We have to discuss the hike we did in Cinque Terre.
This hike was the hike of death, and we were not prepared.
So in the morning, we do a pesto making class, which from our research, we knew you had to do. Like, that's something that you have to do when you go to Manarola because that's the only thing to do.
No, I was going to say, like, that's the tourist attraction. Like, the town is a block. So once you walk up and you walk down, you've seen it. You need to go to this.
Pesto making.
Yeah.
We make pesto. We're having the best time. We had an Aperol Spritz. We get 2 bottles of wine. We're toasty. We're loving life. We're walking around Manarola and we're thinking of what to do.
It's 3:30 in the afternoon. The heat blazing.
Level tipsy.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, we can hike from this town to a different town. I'm gonna butcher the name, but it's Rio Maggiore.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, it's a 35-minute hike. We could do that. We start hiking up these stairs. We didn't really start. We're just kind of hiking upstairs to the starting point.
Yeah, like we're going through the village just to get to like another landing almost.
When we get there, we see people come down as if they went through war, sweating, in like a heat flash. They're filling up their water. And we're like, oh, you just did the hike the other way. How was it? And I think they tried to warn us, but we didn't listen.
I didn't think it was a warning though. Like, I know John and Steve were saying that, but I'm like, I felt encouraged. I felt like a sense of I could do this.
Yes, because we were looking at them and there was an older guy, probably around 60, who did it. They were saying it was really hard. It took them an hour and a half. But like, if we're up for it to do it. It was kind of on that level.
Yeah, like they didn't want to discourage us, but they didn't want to encourage us. And I just took it as encouragement.
Yeah.
That's what happened. And then we put it to a vote.
Yeah, and they didn't want to vote. So me and you just said, let's go.
We're doing it. Meanwhile, I'm in a little sundress, just like these white running shoes that aren't really like running shoes, and a purse, carrying my 2-liter water bottle.
Yeah, we were not dressed appropriately, but once you start, you can't turn back. That's the thing. Like, you're on it. And we realized 10 minutes in that this was going to be the hike of death.
It's like you almost regretted it, but nobody wanted to say, like, do we just stop? Like, we were just going.
But the thing is, even though we just started, I couldn't let myself down. I'm like, now I need to complete this.
No, 100%. Like, it was in me. I felt like, okay, I was leading the pack.
You were.
I was like, fucking, I started this. It needs to end right now.
And every time I was waiting for you to take a break, I was like, is she going to take a break? Like, she's on it.
Really?
Yeah, and then you take a break, and I would feel relieved that I can take a break. Because
why didn't you say I want to take a break?
Because I was following your lead. You're the lead of the pack.
Okay, yeah. And I was just thinking, like, no one's tired yet. Like, you have to keep going. Like, I'm dying, but nobody's saying to break. Like, I felt like we were only breaking because I was tired, because I'm the only one saying let's break.
No, you were just the leader, so we were all following suit. I swear everyone could have took a break every 5 minutes if we wanted to.
Okay, I just, like, kept going.
I needed you in front of me. I don't think I could have been the leader.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like that you were in front of me because it just kept me motivated.
Yeah, to go. At one point, Steve was the leader, and, like, I didn't like it. I was like, I want to be the leader. Like, I felt better, like, knowing what I was doing. Like, I got to see where I was going.
I didn't want to be the leader, but I didn't want to be the straggler in the back either.
Yeah, you can't be the straggler because everyone's breaking and you can't break yet. You didn't get there.
Oh my God, what a nightmare.
You're like, you see everyone, you're like, I'm there in like 5 steps.
You get there, they're like, let's go, troops. You're
Literally.
like just catching your breath.
It's actually hell.
Anyways, we go up. Every couple of minutes, we would see a new group. How much longer? How much longer? And everyone would be like, 10, 15 minutes. 10, 15 minutes. Till we get to the top and we can start walking down. The longest 10, 15 minutes there ever was.
No, I was like, stop lying to me. Like, is it actually 10 to 15 minutes? But then again, like, if somebody asked me, I'd probably say 10 to 15.
It probably was. It just, we're so slow because all these steps that we have to take.
Yeah. Like, once we got to, like, the little landing pad, oh my God, I was like, we just have to go down.
And I like that because I actually felt revived on my way down. Like, I can catch my breath. It's not like I got to the top and let's say that was the town. Then you just have to start walking.
Yeah. But we got to the town. We were all destroyed, like, sweating beyond belief. Just irritated. We're tired. We literally hopped on the train and went home. We didn't even see the town.
We did. We saw that was the town.
We didn't even see like the actual town, did we?
We walked the block. We could have done more. We could have got a gelato, honestly.
Yeah, we could have seen what was there. We didn't get a gelato that day.
No, I don't know why we didn't get a gelato. We were all cranky. It was time to go.
No, literally. And starting the walk, Olivia's like, I'm going to play some tunes just to, like, you know, keep the spirits up. She's playing Avril Lavigne, like, I Don't Want to Grow Up or something.
No, it's from a new album. Like, not even the bop that you really
We're not even speaking. Just the music's playing. And my anxiety is through the roof.
No, I had to turn it off. It was discouraging. It was giving me anxiety. I felt rushed.
No, it was discouraging. Like...
No, I couldn't handle that.
I turn it off.
I just needed the sound of my own breath and my huffing and puffing.
Yeah, I needed to like hear everyone complaining. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. At the end, it was a 35-minute hike and it took us an hour to complete. I don't know how Google has a 35-minute hike in there. Like, that's wrong. That should be fixed.
No, at all. I think they think it's like a walk. Like, it's just like the path.
They think it's a flat land when it's not.
And then we decided, okay, how many steps did we take during this whole hike? It was probably like 5,000 steps, which is nothing.
Yeah, we checked it was 5,000 steps. I was shooketh.
No, I know. John's like, not all steps are created equal.
And that hit.
It hit so hard. Like, you're so right. Like, my 5,000 step journey was so much harder than like a 45-minute walk around the block.
Yeah, and my heart rate was up the whole time.
Literally the whole time.
We should have seen how much we burned.
But I think you need like a watch.
You should have brought your Fitbit to Italy and you could have tracked out all of that just for research purposes.
That I would have done, but like just to walk around the city, like I don't really care. Like, I'm not like walking like I'm on like a walk. Like, we're strolling the city. Like, my heart rate's not up. It's a different vibe. But like, now we have bragging rights. We've done that together. Like, at least somebody else was there to know what I went through.
Yeah, because sometimes people are going to ask, like, was it really that hard? And now you have the backup to say, you know, we all thought it was hard.
Yeah, we all wanted to die.
And we're all fit people.
Yeah, that was actually insane.
Yeah, but I'm glad we did that. That was like something that we could talk about. That's going with me till I die.
Yeah, like was that a peak or a pit? Like where do you place something like that?
Yeah.
A pit. Like I would never redo it.
I would never redo it, and I would never tell anyone to do it.
But a peak, I would redo my peak. So it has to be a pit.
What's your peak?
Of my whole trip? Wow, that's actually a very good point. I have to think for a second.
It's like hard to just pinpoint one thing because it was just an amazing time.
Yeah, like everything was so great.
And when you're traveling to different places, you like something in each place because it's different.
No, for sure.
Anyways, we're tanned.
I literally need to keep it. I feel like I'm tan mostly on like my arms and my chest because like whenever you're wearing clothing, that's what shows. But then my thighs aren't as tan, like my stomach.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
uneven.
It's uneven. And with the shitty weather that I came home to, I don't know what's happening.
But this weekend it's going to actually be nice, which is for a first. Usually during the week it's really nice and the weekend comes and it's the worst weather ever. No, we're good.
Yeah. But I don't even like a 30-degree. Like when you can like grab the air and put it in your pocket.
Yeah, that's the humidity level. That's gross.
I'm trying to think if there's any last minute things I want to say about the trip in general. I could take like a break now from Europe. I feel like I really conquered it. I was like ready to come home after my
Michelle,
19
you
days.
did one country. What do you mean take a break from Europe? You wouldn't go to another place?
No, sorry, Italy.
Yeah. No, that's good.
For like 5 years.
Okay. The thing
You?
is,
Like when would you go back?
the thing is, I can go back and do different places.
In Europe, yes. But
No, in Italy. I
think
would do
I've
the
done
south.
so much.
I would do the south. I haven't conquered that.
Me either, but I could wait.
Yeah, I'm in no rush. I think it's a little crazy to go to Europe every summer. That's not normal.
I know someone that does.
That's crazy that that's your vacation every year. Like you're going to Europe.
Yeah,
Is it normal to take a vacation every year?
I think so.
Like what? But like a vacation where you're going somewhere.
I don't think
Like-
it's normal to go to Europe every year because it's very expensive, but I think it's normal to go on vacation, like whether that's an all-inclusive for a week, whether that's like...
I'm not including like a weekend getaway. That's
No,
not a
I'm
vacation.
talking like week, like at least a week or two.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's normal to take one every year.
Okay, I think so too.
But then the budget can fluctuate.
And if you can only take a vacation one time a year, are you going in the winter or the summer?
It depends where the destination I'm going to is. Like Europe, I would only go in the summer.
Right, so then you spend all winter here, which is so brutal.
And then if I'm going to somewhere hot, then I would go in the winter.
But if you can only choose one,
I guess I'm going in the summer because I want to, like most places are summer when we're summer.
like that convinced me because I was gonna say winter because it's so brutal here. It's so depressing.
But where else can you go? So it's just the Caribbean?
Yeah, really, it's limiting.
Yeah, it's limiting.
Well, you can go to Europe in the winter. It's not as bad, but it's just not as fun.
No, and I'm not taking 20,000 steps. I'm literally...
I'm going to Europe for the steps.
But not even that. Like, I'm literally just wanting to get into a taxi. Like, you're cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's like going to New York. Like, I don't want to go in the winter. It's like you don't want to walk everywhere.
Right.
You're more taking the subway and stuff because you're trying, like, not to be out in the cold.
Okay, true. I guess you're right. The summer.
Yeah. But, like, trips are expensive. Like, it's actually crazy. And then, like, people bring their family.
Oh my God. When we were in Tuscany, people were with their family. Were walking around. People are with their family. I'm like, why is your 4-year-old here?
No, it drives me insane. They have their 4-year-old, like, or their 2-year-old on their back and they're walking the city. I'm like, you're carrying your child.
But I think a lot of people in the EU, it's nothing for them to travel. So they're like, yeah, I'm just going to bring my kid with me. For us, like, you're staying home.
No, unless
Don't ruin this for me.
No, 100%. Like, don't ruin this for me unless you can walk yourself, not gonna complain, dress yourself, fine. And you have, like, memory.
You get memory, I think, at like 18. Think of any trip before that.
No, yeah, you have to be like 16 years old. I'll take you somewhere.
Yeah, agreed. Or else, like, we're going to Mexico, like, taking the beach.
Not even though.
It's ugly.
I don't want to have to take care of like a baby.
Yeah, you're parenting just somewhere else. No, honestly, they can't come.
They literally can't come. Like, you'll stay home. I'll find someone.
I feel like we say that now with people with no kids, and then once we have kids, I feel like everyone like loves their kids so much so they want to bring them with them.
Okay, well, when you have your kid, I'll keep your kid on when you go on vacation. But if you so desperately want to bring them, by all means.
Right now, I don't think I would ever want to bring a kid on vacation. I can't deal with that complaining.
No, and then you have to eat at like 6 p.m., go to bed at like 8, whatever time kids go to bed these days.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
What a vacation.
No, it's
For
not.
the 2 weeks that your work gives you. Like, please.
Seriously, like, this is my time. That's why your kids need to go to sleepaway camp, because you need that extra 6 weeks of a staycation.
That's actually so true.
Or a vacation. Then nobody needs to watch your kids because camp is watching the kids.
Yeah.
Which makes it, like, financial wise.
I think sleepaway camp is expensive.
Yeah, but then you can, like, add in the fact that it's like a babysitter also.
Yeah.
Like, think of all the times you want to do something, you're going to have to get a babysitter.
Yeah, you're not feeding them. Like, they're taking care of everything.
Yeah, you have to, it's food, shelter, entertainment. It's probably not that bad. We would have to do the math on that.
My kid needs to love sleepaway camp. Like, you can't catch me dead there, but my kid needs to love it.
I think they would. It's actually such a place for, like, the first time. I didn't like sleepaway camp. We didn't like sleepaway camp. But for today's kids, I think it's a good thing to do because everyone's just on their tablets and their phones.
They're inside. They're not, like, going outside with their friends.
Yeah, and so finally, sleepaway camp, they're being kids.
Yeah. Love that.
Love that. Also, just a side note, when I was driving here, I started listening to Camila Cabello's new album.
Oh, I didn't know it dropped.
No, but don't you like her?
I do.
Okay. I was listening to it and I was like, I think Michelle likes this girl.
I do like her.
Yeah.
But I don't like... Yeah, no, I like her. I didn't... But, like, how much? If I didn't even know she had an album coming out. But, like, I do like her music.
No, for sure. So I just wanted to let you know. I started listening to it. Nothing resonated with me just yet.
It takes, like, 7 listens of one song.
Yeah, I think 2 of them I would listen to again. But the other ones couldn't remember their name.
I feel like it's so hard to learn the name of a song.
No, but once you love it, like, you know it.
Yeah. You have to constantly be looking. Like, a song change, you're like, what's the name?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to be actively involved in listening to the album.
Well, I was doing that because on my drive here, that was just my goal, to listen to the album and see which songs I like.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get to listen to it. I love new music.
Love new music.
Still have to listen to the Eminem one. His new song.
Yeah, his new one. He dropped with Big Sean.
See, I didn't even know that. I'm gonna listen. I have to.
Big Sean is someone that I'm obviously every artist, when they drop a song, you know their voice so well. But I find Big Sean just so, like, has such a distinct voice.
I like that though. Like, when Lil Wayne's on a song, I'm like, oh, I know it's Lil Wayne. Like, I like when I can hear something and know who it is.
Yeah, me too. But I was gonna say, isn't that with everyone?
No, they have like this auto tune to him. He has this, like, it's hard to explain.
No, I do get what you're talking about. Alrighty.
That's a wrap for us.
That's a wrap for us. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for next week.
Bye.